What's up, YouTube? It's 40s and Wine with our introduction video ever, first episode. Cheers. Sit back and drink. Enjoy your wine or your cup of beer, whatever you like. I'm here, 40 ounce, with my wife right next to me.
Oh my God, that was like really good.
I think I did good. I know I'm good.
Yeah, no, that was like a really good introduction.
That was a good introduction.
Yeah, like I literally had no idea how we were going to start this and you like took the lead.
I think I killed it. Yeah.
No, yeah, that was really, really proud of you.
Yep.
You did well.
First episode.
First ever. So I think really
What
quick.
are we talking about? Give us the news.
So first of all, I think we should just introduce ourselves. I mean, I don't know if people know that you even have a partner. Just because we're not very public. But we've been together for
sure they do.
7 years.
Even though I'm pretty sure they won't know me, even though I'm a rapper. But because this is a whole different,
Yeah, this
genre.
is just completely different from what you do.
So
yeah, we are.
I go by 40 ounce.
Oh, yeah,
I am
no,
a
I do not.
producer, mixer, engineer / rapper.
Oh my God, I can't top that. What the fuck am I? I'm a fucking stay-at-home. Hi, everybody. Hi, my name is Money, and I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I'm not an engineer, and I'm not a rapper, and no, I do not produce. I don't do any of that. But yeah. So I thought it would be such a dope idea to create a podcast with you just because many people who do know us and like family, they always say how different we are.
Yeah, we are attracted opposites. Is what we are.
We really are. Because, opposites really do attract, I feel like. And everyone always says, like, you guys are just so different. And we are not only different, like, in our our personas or whatever, like in our...
No, we share different aspects,
yeah, for
views,
everything, opinions, and everything that's going on, so...
It's really different. But I feel like that's why we really click.
Yeah, because we are so different.
We give each other new experiences.
Mm-hmm. So I thought it'd be such a dope idea to create a podcast with my hub.
And then we'll share it with you guys and hopefully, comment you guys' opinion.
Yeah, because we usually tend to disagree on everything. Not disagree, but we just have complete different opinions on life.
We're not a closed book is what we're not.
Yeah, we're just very different.
Open to opinions. You could tell me something and I won't take it offensively or nothing. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. We're here to, talk and discuss, have fun, drink a little as we have these convos. Maybe smoke a little weed.
So, yeah, we're so different. And I thought, what a great idea, sharing our differences and see if there's other people, that...
Just like us,
Yeah, just like us who have different opinions on stuff. So jumping right into it, I know this is a very big, news headline going around.
It's a big topic, big headline, big news. It's
I don't know.
the current event right now.
Yeah, so I'm sure everybody right now is familiar with the Gabby Petito case. The 22-year-old girl who unfortunately lost her life due to her fiancé. Have you heard about that one?
Yes, I have. It's been everywhere on the news lately.
Yeah, it's been everywhere. It's on TikTok, on YouTube.
If you have not heard about it, you're living under a rock because it's everywhere on the media.
So really quick, Gabby Petito was a 22-year-old girl from Long Island, New York. She was the eldest of 6 siblings.
Eldest of 6, and she was only 22.
So she lived in Northport, Florida with her boyfriend, Brian Laundrie. They met in school when, middle school, high school. They went to school together. But they didn't start dating until 2019. They got engaged in 2020, and in July is when he put, this Instagram post, basically alluding to the fact that she had said yes to him proposing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they started this journey to
What
travel
journey?
across the U.S. on like like an RV, like a little motorhome, or is
Oh,
that what they're called? Yeah, like a little
literally
RV.
travel.
Yeah, so they were gonna travel for 4 months, go around all like the national parks and all that around the U.S.
Okay, like a vacay.
Yeah,
Again,
basically.
like a little getaway.
But during this time, they were planning to record it, document it for YouTube. So she created a YouTube channel called Nomadic Static,
That was
and their
uh
YouTube channel's name.
the actual couple.
Yeah.
Oh
So
wow.
Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie, they created a YouTube channel. I watched one video on there, and I can just say that they seemed like such a happy couple. They seemed so in love.
You wouldn't have seen it
No,
coming.
you would not have seen it coming. They were that, like, those like Instagram couples, like,
It's like the
oh
perfect couples.
yeah,
Always loving, never
always love it. Yep.
problems.
So like I saw the video on YouTube, and when I tell you, like, I felt jealous of them. I was like, oh my god, they're so in love. Like, they were like holding hands, like very PDA. They were in public. They were eating sushi. They were at the beach. They just seemed so.
It's like a typical. It's like a
Yeah,
typical
so it's like,
relationship in the
oh,
media.
yeah. So, like, they just seem so in love. It said that during the travel, Gabby Petito spoke a lot to her mom. She would call her, FaceTime her all the time. And I think it was like August 30th, the mom got the last text message from her and never heard from her again. Long
What
story
was
short,
the text message?
oh, it was something suspicious, like there's no signal. Like, we don't have any service
Or
here.
like pretty much signaling like I won't be able to reach
Yeah, like,
you.
I'm not going to reach you no more, mother. Bye.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So, long story short, Brian Laundrie comes back home without his fiance. He comes home, and her family's like, hey, where the fuck is our daughter?
Yeah.
Like, where's my daughter, dude? The dad's like, hey, where's Gabby? Well, we don't know.
How the fuck you come without it?
So, on September 11th, her family reports her missing. And that's when it officially starts. I have literally never seen a case that has taken over the media this big since Chris Watts. It's literally unbelievable. But I feel like this case has taken even more social media just because so many people have come forward. There was another YouTube couple that they're also like an RV couple, and they were like traveling, and in one of their videos you can see the van, and I think it was thanks to that video they found her body, which is wild. Yeah, it's crazy. That's how it is, like, because of that video they found her.
Only that one video?
Well, yeah, no,
Well,
literally.
no, there was other evidence that led to, but
Yeah,
that video was the one that discovered the body, essentially.
Well, basically, yeah, because they were the ones that were like, oh,
Yeah. So they pretty much gave him a clue to
yeah,
where to
they
dig.
turned it in to the FBI, and then they closed that area, and then like shortly after is when they're like, well, remains were found, and da da da. So it's like, whoa, dang,
Well,
and
now
then after,
now it's serious.
yeah, and honestly, now it's like more and more people have like come out and said, well, we saw them. There was this other couple, and they were like, we saw them fighting at a restaurant.
Oh shit!
Another couple was like, oh,
Just little pieces of crumbs
Yep,
leading to the trail.
another couple was like, we picked Brian Laundrie up and we like gave him a ride. He hitchhiked, and like we picked him up and we gave him a ride. So it's just like literally so many people are help solve this case. And it's crazy because
I mean, that's good.
yeah, I think it's just unbelievable that he could have done this.
Excuse me.
He did this to
His fiance.
his fiance, somebody he was supposed to love. It's like, what the hell? And
So much for the
so,
love.
yeah. And like now, he's missing. He ran away. Like he's gone,
Oh
bitch.
yeah,
He's nowhere to be
obviously
found.
he's not gonna turn himself in.
No, I mean, they're gonna find him. Dude, they found Gabby Petito. Dude, there's been so many sightings of him, supposedly. Like, people have been seeing, like, oh, we saw him here, we saw him there, like, he could be here, he could be there. Doug, the bounty hunter,
Oh
hunter
yeah, yeah,
guy,
yeah.
he's on it too. And he was like, I'm gonna find him. He went on TV and was like, the mom is helping and the dad is helping him hide, and I'm gonna make sure I find him.
Pretty
So,
much trying to put him on blast.
exactly. So that's a whole other situation. But, hopefully they find him. He deserves to rot in hell.
I believe they will.
No, yeah, they for
They'll
sure.
find him.
Honestly, I feel like I give it maybe a week or two max where they find his ass. Bring his ass to justice. In the words of Wendy Williams, death to all of them. To him and his parents, if they actually helped them, they
Oh,
all need to die.
oh
Death
damn.
to all of them. So, another case that's like unbelievable, where it's like they were just so. What's crazy to me about Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie is they did live this perfect life on social media, and I don't know if you notice nowadays, a lot of people out there try to live and play up to this perfect life.
Yep, that's all because of the technology, media, and everything. It plays a huge role. Now we no longer live to live in real life. We live to live in the media. For instance, everybody nowadays, like, pretty sure Gabby, when they went to travel, took a bunch of pictures.
Yeah.
Little pictures. Everything is pictures now.
Yeah, and it's crazy because they did just seem like such a happy couple. Just like Chris Watts. That's the other couple that, like, it's similar in the fact that they were just both so public. Chris Watts basically got rid of his entire family, his wife, and his two daughters.
children. Yep.
Yeah. He threw them in like an oil bin.
Oil refinery.
Exactly. It's like it's
It's a
crazy
bigger
because
it's a bigger thing than just
Exactly.
a bin. So that's what's more wild, because those are his blood children, and he literally wiped them out along with the mother, which is sad because the only thing he was gonna get rid of was the mom, but I don't know why he felt the need to get rid of the children as well.
exactly.
Only
And you see,
because, okay, let's recap, because I don't want to say this without
no,
the
okay,
people
so
knowing.
yeah.
Tell them, like, how it led and what was the motive to it.
So Chris Watts and Shannan Watts, they were married for a long time. They got married in 2012. But I guess they were dating for a couple years before
It's
that.
like almost 10 years.
No, well, this happened in 2018, babe. So,
No, I know, but they were married for almost 10 years.
almost, yeah.
So that's shocking.
Yeah, so basically, they got married, had their daughters. They seemed like a perfect family. He worked for an oil refinery. She worked for something like Herbalife, where it's like promoting and selling and all that. And so they did seem like a perfect family. Because she was so public on Facebook and social medias, she tended to post a lot of videos, a lot of her, like, pictures of her daughters, videos of her husband.
So people knew her as that happy,
yep,
perfect,
exactly,
loving husband.
Exactly.
All
They
that.
saw her as like the perfect, like, family. And basically, one day she shared with her followers and friends on Facebook a video of her pregnancy announcement. And it's basically the video of the reaction of Chris Watts. She shows him the pregnancy test, and he's like, oh,
How's his reaction?
So at first, before like, oh, he brutally, like, got rid of his family. If you didn't know that, it just seems like, oh, okay, like, oh, I'm pretty sure he's kind of nervous, like a third baby. But after you know the fact that he did these things, it's just like, oh my god.
It kind of states out the
yeah,
obvious. You
yep.
could see
You can see like he's just
the
like,
he doesn't want
oh,
to.
yeah,
He's
he's just
ready
like,
to
oh,
give it up, and
okay,
apparently he was willing to do whatever it takes
whatever
to
it
give it
took.
up.
But you
Because
see, that's the thing is, I'm going right back to like Gabby Petito and this case is, these guys could have left. You see, the thing with Brian Laundrie is it would have been so much easier for this man to leave. You know,
yeah, and that
he
brings up
really had
that
no.
brings up a question that I want the viewers to comment down and let me know. In these types of situations, when you feel like you are unhappy and it feels like it's irreversible to the point where you have to eliminate your partner, why would you not just walk away and accept to start over again, then do the extreme and pretty much throw your life away?
Exactly. It's like they literally chose like it's kind of like they chose the complete
They
different
chose
road.
they
They
wanted the
chose
easy route and chose the route to hell.
exactly. It was like
They got a one way
there's so
ticket.
many roads and they chose the one with the dead end. Like literally the dead end one. Like that's the one you're going to go with. You could have literally left this
Look,
woman.
now this man, this Brian guy, he has to either stay hidden, go to Afghan, fucking Mexico, and live unhappy for the rest of his life.
Well, no, honestly,
Or he's gonna end up dead. Like, you're gonna go to prison, you're gonna end up dead, you're gonna live unhappy for the rest of your miserable piece of shit life because of this action you decided to do over
Exactly.
temporary feelings.
Exactly. And you see, with Chris Watts, it's just different because Chris Watts actually had a mistress. He was having an affair behind his wife's back. And that's what, and you see, I'm not saying it justifies it, but it's more.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm gonna ask another question at the end of this whole topic because that's crazy how you brought that up. How one had the mistress and one didn't.
One didn't.
So
It's like and they both still ended up
the same results. Same results.
Disposing of their family.
Same results. Because I'm pretty sure the other guy, Brian, would have done the same to Gabby if there was kids involved.
Yeah.
Because to leave her like that, like nothing is like more so to say like he's down to do whatever, you know?
He left that girl like if she was trash. And that's the thing with these type of like literal monsters. Is they like I genuinely would want to like know why. What was the reason?
Okay, the other one, what's his name? Chris Watt?
Yeah, so Chris Watts.
He had a motive. None of them are justifiable, but he at least had a motive with the mistress. Like, that was his main reason. But what was the other guy's reason? Like, did he have a mistress? Did he have...
No, so Brian Laundrie, we don't know. No, we don't know.
Was he going to get money out of killing her? What was he going to win killing Gabby? As into Chris Watts, he won... Well, in his head, he thought he was going to win freedom to his life.
No, you see, the thing is with Brian Laundrie is he was, like, domestically abusive to her. The cops were called once because he, like, had smacked her up. So I'm pretty sure, this is just speculation. Maybe it was, like, an argument
so
they had.
It could have been out of anger.
Exactly, yes,
okay.
yes. So real quick, going back to Chris Watts' story. So... he basically was having an affair behind his wife's back. And that's what's, for me, it was so, like, shocking because they did live this perfect life on social media. She presented her husband.
So you would have assumed that he was content and happy.
Exactly. Or... honestly, they just seemed like a perfect family. From what I saw on their social media... I
feel like later on, us as human people, we would eventually catch on to media is not reality.
Oh, yeah, no. And I feel like that was one of those cases where it was like, there could be a monster right next door to you. You know what I mean? It's like... They looked like a perfect family. They had the most beautiful daughters. Shannan was a beautiful lady. They were about to have their first son. And he still chose, and it's what's crazy with them, it's he chose to, because of how selfish he was, to get
That's
that
true. Yep.
pleasure of being, a single man and have no
I mean that
problems.
it's
He
wild because he
decided,
didn't even want to be a single man. It looked like he just wanted another.
no, that's the thing is, I mean, I think it was that he literally was like telling his mistress, like, yeah, I'm gonna leave her, I'm gonna divorce her, da 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 da.
Yeah, but to get with her.
Exactly.
So
But
he
it's
didn't
like,
want to be a single man. He wanted to be with another woman. That I felt like that would have been different if he wanted to be a single man. Because I don't think a single man wanting to be single would really kill, the whole all his wife and kids.
exactly.
He had a mistress, meaning he was ready to make another life.
Yeah. So basically, this is how we know about like the last, you know, day, night of Shanann Watts' life. She had gone out on a business trip because of the product she was selling. She would travel. And so she was 15 weeks pregnant. Her
Sheesh.
best friend dropped her off. I think it was like around 1 a.m., 1:45 a.m., I think they said. And she was like, okay, bye. I'll see you tomorrow. Because the next day in the morning, she was going to have a doctor's appointment.
Because you think, it's a normal day.
No, what's crazy is you're going to like find out how fast this was cracked. So the next day comes and her friend is trying to call her. She can't reach her.
She's not
She's
picking
not
up.
picking up. So her friend was like, you know what? My best friend is pregnant. She has 2 daughters at home. Like, I'm going to go check up on her.
Yeah.
She drives up to her house and they have the, like the Ring camera where it's like they can record. And like you see her rolling up with her son and she's like ringing on the doorbell, looking in the window. Like,
Who, the friend?
the friend.
Oh,
and the friend's like, her
that's a
car
true
is
friend.
here. Yup. That is a ride or die. So she's like, her car's here. Something's going on. So she calls Chris Watts and she's like, hey, I'm here at your house. Where's Shanann? Like, where is she? Like, she had an appointment. She's not answering. She's not opening the door. Where is she? And at first, I think he says, oh, she had like a play date or she was going to go out or something. And she's like, that's BS, dude. Like, she's like, no, she had a doctor's appointment. Long story short, she calls the police to do like the wellness check or whatever. And Chris Watts comes home. That is when like the whole like, because you could see.
Is that when he reports her missing?
Exactly. He literally eventually goes on national television
I've
with the
seen
news.
it. It's really sad.
Oh God. And it's
Not
just
sad
so
as in
chilling
like
because
it's
he's
sad,
like
as he's mourning
he's
for
like,
his wife.
yeah,
It's more
I
sad as in
loved those
shitty
girls.
acting.
No, dude. It's so scary. And he's like, I loved those girls when he's talking about his daughters. And he's like, they were, like, he talks of them in past tense. Do you know what I mean? Like, they are no longer here.
Yeah, that's what they cracked him because he keeps saying past tense like he knows they're gone already, even though according to the timeline he's not even aware that they're missing yet because it's so early on. But he's already assuming.
Yeah, no, he literally was like, they were my world. They were like using past tense. Eventually, he comes, everything eventually comes to light and they find out that, yeah, he murdered his wife and daughters and he leads them to where he, disposed of their bodies. And he, like, in graphic details tells like how he took his daughters' lives. And then, you ask yourself, like, personally, as a parent myself, it's like, I could never imagine.
I mean, I think every sane, normal parent would do, like, say that same thing. Like, why the fuck? What the fuck? Who in their right mind would do that to their kid?
Exactly. And then it's like, Mind you, you're doing this for a woman?
You're doing this for a stranger at the end of the day.
For a woman? It's like you're gonna get rid of your kids, your wife, your life, literally, your entire life, all for a woman? You see, but on social
Yeah,
media,
that pussy must be
they
good.
were a complete different, it was a complete different story. Shanann Watts shared like this video where she's talking about Chris, and she's like, oh, he's perfect. I love him. He's the best man. He's like my knight in shining armor. He's the best in the world. And it's like, who would have thought, who would have thought he was going to be? And I'm pretty sure, no one ever says like, oh, my partner is going to kill me one day. Like, who, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah, I
like,
don't think anyone would know.
it's like, dude, it's wild. So it's crazy. Like, what do you think? Do you notice that nowadays is like social media really is, for me, social media has become this type of like place where
Well, no,
you
no.
come to
That's where
show.
I'm saying. That's where I'm bringing my point up is that we, as people, are gonna realize reality on what it is. Like, media is literally only there for the good times, for the good moments. Why would anyone want to post anything? You know,
Anything
after
not.
arguing. Yeah, we see statuses of like couples arguing. Like saying, "Oh yeah, yeah, fuck that bitch," whatever, whoop de whoop. But it's never a video of them doing something. Or like videos of them mad or some shit like that. When it's happiness, you post. You're gonna post your happiness.
Yeah,
Cause
no, that's how it
you're not
is.
gonna want to show the world you're sad, and then
Exactly. No,
you want to
now
show the world you're happy, how
now
happy
social
you are.
media has become like that. Like I'm saying, I feel like social media has become this place where you can only bring the best of you, and if you do
Oh
not
yeah,
bring the
yeah.
best of
That's
you,
that's
it is
that's
like,
pretty much what I wanted to say.
yeah,
You
it's
took
like,
those words out of my mouth because that's literally what I wanted to say. I was just struggling to say it. But
yeah.
yeah, that's 100% true.
Yeah, no, so I genuinely feel like that is what it's become. It's nowadays, it's like if you do not bring the best of you to social media, if you do not have the best car, if you do not have the
It's
best
no, no, no. It's
watch,
not even that. But
the
it's like you
best.
said, if you don't bring the best of you, you are not the best.
No, not
That's how they're
even that.
playing it
Well,
now.
yeah, it's just
It's
that's
like
how it is. Don't die on me, Jesus Christ.
excuse me. No, no, no. But yeah, it's the best. You have to bring the best because if not, you are not the best, and you want them to know you are the best, and that's what it's about nowadays. Like they had to be the best couple, and
Yeah.
in media, I think they really topped it. They were the best couple in the media, like hands down, like to the point where like even you, my wife, even you got jealous of how their relationship was.
Yeah, no, yeah.
That's
I saw the video of Gabby Petito and her boyfriend, and I was just like, oh my God, they look like a couple that I'd be like, oh my God, they're so
yeah, and
cute. Like,
then little do you
they
know,
look
next
so
thing you know,
happy.
this
Exactly, no.
motherfucker.
And even with Shanann Watts, this woman on social media played it was the perfect family. Oh, we are so happy. We are so in love. We are so this, so that. And it's like, oh my gosh, little did she know this man was going to be responsible for her death. Mind you, her daughter's death. And so, yeah, I mean, it's just wild.
Yeah, this
That's
is a
how it is
wild.
nowadays. Social media, has taken over a lot nowadays, and people, they tend to want to play this perfect role, but it's just sad how it's taking such a toll on people, and people really do like prioritize social media over their mental health. I just feel like
That's true.
people nowadays should know, like, don't let social media take over your life. It's sad because Gabby Petito and Shanann Watts were very public with their lives on social media that It's just it's a sad situation to see online these two beautiful women, who shared their lives online.
Yep, and they looked like the perfect couples, but they ended up resulting in the opposite, which is
Yeah.
shocking.
And as for those disgusting monsters, I hope they find Brian Laundrie. I hope he goes to fucking jail. So yeah, I mean, it's a sad situation for both of these women.
It's a very unfortunate.
Yeah, that they both lost their lives to people that they loved.
They
People,
devoted to,
yeah,
they gave up
Shanann
everything
Watts
for.
was a beautiful mother. Her daughters and her unborn son, and Gabby Petito was a young woman that was just about to start living. But yeah, this is all we have for today, for
First
this
episode.
episode.
Thank you guys for listening, joining.
That's all we have for today. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It's kind of a dark episode to start with, but we promise that the next ones will not be. We just wanted to shine a light, on these unfortunate stories and just how similar they were in a way, yet so different. Both were very public couples, and unfortunately both ended up in such a tragedy. But we hope you guys enjoyed our first episode.